Math 31, I had a question coming out of section 5.2, number 49. And here we were asked to talk about the end behavior of this function. So if I want to find the end behavior, let me go to my purple pen. If I want to find the end behavior, we could FOIL all of this out. So let me just start to show you what you could do. I'm not going to necessarily recommend it. Depends on how much time you have. Maybe on a Friday night you do it. I could FOIL this out, and you can see this first part will be x squared minus 3x plus 2, right, times a 3 minus x, and then I can distribute further. But we're really only interested in the lead term. So the lead term is going to come from taking a look at the lead terms of my factors and multiplying those together. So if we take a look at the lead terms, I'm going to put an approximate symbol here, because this is going to behave like x times negative x, which is negative x cubed. And if we think about negative x cubed, it looks something like this, right? And what I'm going with here is the end behavior of negative x cubed is going to be the same as the end behavior of my function, because this is ultimately going to be my lead term. So if we look at the end behavior of negative x cubed, you actually have left end up, right end down. And if I start to write that out, let me put left end up. Oops, let me write the word end. And then we go right end down. If I want to switch over to limit notation or infinity notation, if I'm going left, that would say as x is going to negative infinity, then if I'm heading up, f of x is going to go to positive infinity. And if we do right end down, that's x going to the right, right? X going to positive infinity. And then if I'm heading down, that means my y values are going to negative infinity. Or you could just do it with arrows, right? We have a couple of options there. And then just for fun, I kicked this in. If you're not sure, if you're still like, I don't know, well, you can pick any x values you want, right? X is always our independent variable. So I opted to pick these guys just to kind of drive a point home. And the point I was trying to make is, if you look here, x on these first two is heading up, right? I did x equaling 10 and then x equaling 100. So if you think about the number line, right, we started at 10, and then I'm all the way down here at 100, right? X is moving to the right. Yeah, and then what was happening to my y values? You see they went from negative 504 to negative 900,000 plus change. So you can see that my right end is heading down. That's why you see right end down, right? So I was going right and down, so that's my arrow. And then here I was letting x really head to the left, right? Because we were going now this way. We were starting at negative 10 and going to negative 100, right? So when x heads left, where do my y values go? Well, they head up. And that's why you see that arrow over there. So you've got a few ways to do it, right? You could FOIL this out, right? You could just look at the lead term. And once you look at the lead term, you can figure out the end behavior in words with infinity notation or just arrows, or you could actually plug some numbers in and check it out. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.